wanted to show you a really quick video on how I make almond milk. Now, almond milk is amazing for your body. Some people like to steer clear of dairy, and this is high in protein and it tastes delicious, and it will give your green smoothies or your overnight oats or anything that you choose to use it in a beautiful flavour. You can buy almond milk at Coles and Woolworths and all the supermarkets, but I like to make my own. Often if you check on the back of those almond milks, they've got sugar and preservatives and things in them. So I make my own. I don't flavour it. You can flavour it. You could throw in some jewel date and mix it up with it, or you could chuck in some vanilla powder, but I like to just have it plain and simple, and it's easy to make, so I hope you enjoy the video. In the video I do use a nut milk bag. Now, I didn't say where to buy it, but you can just get one at your local health food shop, or you can use some very fine cloth also to strain your milk. Have the best day ever. Comment down below, let me know if you've made almond milk or if you make any kind of nut milks. Have a great day. Okay, so I'm just going to cover those with water, like so. Swish around. There we go. And I'm going to let them sit now until tomorrow morning when I make the almond milk. Here's some nuts that I prepared earlier. So I've got some almonds. You can see that they're a little bit swollen compared to the other almonds. There we go. And I've just drained the water off, so they've been soaking pretty much overnight. And so what I'm going to do now is there's just, as I said, soaked almonds. I'm going to tip them in to my blender. So there they are. And then I'm going to add 4 cups of filtered water, which I prepared earlier. Okay, so that's what that looks like at the moment. Now I'm going to put my lid on and give it a really good blend up. I won't film this, it's really noisy. Okay, so I've just blended up the almonds with the water, and see if I can do this without making a mess. And you can see that it's like a milky liquid now, I suppose. Now what I'm going to do, because the almonds, obviously they've still got the skin on the almond, and that's actually almond meal. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a nut bag, which is just like a really thin clothed bag, and I just sit it into a bowl here. And then I pour the milk into it. Now what that does is it separates the milk from the almond meal, and you get a beautiful creamy milk. So I'm just going to tip that and show you what that looks like. Okay, so the milk has just been tipped into the nut bag, and you can see here that it's already seeping through. Now what I do is I give this a really, really good squeeze, and it just squeezes out all the almond milk. And what you're left with is, as I said, the almond meal. I actually just put that on a tray and dry it in the oven and use it for cooking. So there's no waste with this. Some people do flavour their almond milk. You can put a date in there and zoom it up with it for a bit of, if you want sweetness. Or the other thing you can do is put some vanilla powder in there. But we just like the almond milk natural as it is. So, and we use that in chia puddings, or use it for baking. You can use it really for anything, and it's a great source of protein. And as I said, no waste. And that's how you make almond milk. Okay, so I've just squeezed all the milk out, and you can see in there is the almond meal. I'll show you what it looks like. It's quite finely processed because it's been in the blender. It's not working for me, is it? And so, as I said, I'm just going to dry that out and use it in some cooking. I'll probably make some protein balls for the kids for after school, and then I'm going to tip this into a pretty jar and pop it in the fridge, and it'll last in the fridge for probably 3 to 4 days. Sometimes it separates, you just give it a bit of a swish and a stir. And that, my friends, is how you make almond milk. It is so much cheaper than buying it at the shop. It doesn't have any preservatives in it, and it's really good for you and delicious. Have the best day ever.